And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Now a look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. Now here's Brooks. Here's Jackson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Here's Jackson after the Kings pick up 2. Here's
Bogdanovich gets that steal, and now they're off to the races.
On the wing, Jackson makes it off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Morant with a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range.
Winslow out there surveying and finds the open man.
To the paint. Bagley trying to free himself up. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant kicks to Winslow. Pass to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Barnes passes to Bagley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And it's off from 3-point range. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Back to Jackson. Dishes to Winslow. Bogdanovich against Morant. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. The 3 from Morant. Bagley with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Sacramento making their last shot. Winslow's shot is off. The Kings leading. The drive by Bagley. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul.
Bagley's big advantage at his size is his speed, using it there.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Picked off in midair. Fast break Memphis. Good.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the 3-point shooting.
Here's Jones. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Count that one. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Healed, and he lays it straight in. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Here's Joseph. That one misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. To the wing on the left. Anderson passes to Gutteridge. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Gutteridge. He's covered by Joseph.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The pass to Giles. Lets the three fly. But Grizzlies pull it in. Pass to Clark. Shoots. And it's Memphis with another.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Passes it to Bagley. Here's Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down.
And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gutteridge in at the three. Back to Anderson from deep. They get it back. Pass to Gutteridge. Now here's Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the dunk by Parker.
Whoa, 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 the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Over to the left wing. Melton passes to Gutteridge. To the left side wing. For the three. Melton, no good. The Kings trail by 5. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Parker. And it's Melton with the rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
No good from Clark.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And then Hield with the dunk.
Well, the shot is going to set up opportunities for Buddy Hield to do things like that.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. It's a 3-point game.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest. Oh, yes, sir. So awesome to see Jabari Parker return to form, especially when he's rising up.
Jones, the pass to Gutteridge. Here's Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Kicks it out to Jones. To the middle. The pass to Melton. Clark. And Clark is right there. Clark's got 12 in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Holmes throws it down.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Inside, Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Heald. He's covered closely. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Parker. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Heald. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And Holmes throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude, like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
Valanciunas dishes to Winslow. Count it. Now it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Valanciunas pulls it down. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And Bielitsa kicks to Holmes. Another shot outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Holmes. Back to Bogdanovich. Over Brooks. Here's Holmes. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was Brandon Clark setting the pace in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds. And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The Kings trail by 7. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Rashawn Holmes out there at Bielitsa. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. And Brooks gets it to go.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Fox against Morant.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Jackson has the open look, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jackson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies. Can they get it? And it's laid in by Bagley. Bagley's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, Bagley bringing it right now and taking his frame and presenting it for contact.
Valanciunas passes to Brooks. The three from Morant. Nailed from three-point land. Morant's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bagley, no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitz, and Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Anderson kicks to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got his second basket.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
And here's Anderson for 3. Valanciunas dishes to Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not really great numbers for him at the line, but really not terrible either. Right around 70%.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks finds Anderson. Morant outside. Anderson inside, guarded by Fox. From deep, Brooks. Parker with the steal. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw drops for Hield.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. He can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end. Now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke. I think opposing coaches have nightmares about De'Aaron Fox being out in transition. We got to see why right there.
Morant against Fox.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Brooks, the pass to Anderson. Fox against Morant. Here's Valanciunas. Brooks with no one around. Misses there. And so it's Memphis in command with a 16-point. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. Well, you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Winslow is out there with Clark, and it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
It's Morant in the corner. Three-pointer. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bielitsa's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Brooks against Bogdanovich. Morant scanning the floor. He had a nice open look right there. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 16. Bogdanovich against Brooks. Bogdanovich, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Morant kicks to Winslow. Three-pointer, Brooks. Tries again. Morant finds Winslow. There's the pass to Valanciunas. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Hield. He can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant with it. Now guarded by Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And Morant is great at putting pressure on defenders, which in turn draws contact.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bielitsa passes to Bagley. Again, the miss by the Kings. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. It's stolen by Hield. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Tries to save it, but they get it back. And Bielitsa kicks to Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
6 on the shot clock. Out to Morant. Three-pointer. They get it again. Valanciunas fires the 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Bielitsa. They need this one. Again, the miss by the Kings. And the Grizzlies leading by 22.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Brandon Clark.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And that one's good, Morant.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Morant with it, back to Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Bagley kicks to Bielitsa. Hield outside. Bogdanovich finds Hield. No good on the triple. Memphis with the ball. They've outscored them 16 points to 2. Not slowing down. Morant, that's for 2. Morant with another miss. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. No good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. beautiful evening in downtown. And the starting group for the Spurs. Aldridge out there with Trey Lyons. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Now, here's Aldridge. And Winslow pulls it down. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game. And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Yeah, even I saw that one being telegraphed. The defense all over it.
Back to Morant. That 3 off the mark. It's DeRozan with the drive. The layup missed.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And it's Morant missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lyles passes to Forbes. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Pass to Brooks. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Now the pass to Winslow. Out to the right wing. Morant with a wide open look. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
As Morant gains consistency from range, he becomes that much more dynamic, and that's bad news for the rest of the league.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so Murray nails both of them. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Jackson down low. Lyles there. Winslow, the pass to Morant. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. Oh!
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. There's Winslow. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he gets it back. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brooks. And that one is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. And DeRozan throws it down.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Winslow finds Morant. Out to the right wing. And Valanciunas penetrating. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? How with that emphatic slam.
The defense was way too soft. Somebody get out there and get tough.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Now here's Brooks. Now here's Morant for three. And the second chance effort by Jackson. And that ties it up.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
That puts them in the lead. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Mills. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Outside, Jones. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Anderson with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. Jones for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Jones. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Mills. Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Derek White. And it's Bellinelli in at the 3 spot. Walker's checked in for Patty Mills. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's White. Feeds to Poeltl. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
No, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
White finds Poeltl, and it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Now here's Bellinelli following the missed shot by Tyus Jones.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. After the basket by San Antonio. Anderson. There's the dish to Clark. Shoots over Poeltl. And Poeltl sends it back. And Poeltl sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Poeltl on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Bellinelli. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Nice shot by Poeltl. Poeltl's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
There's no stopping Poeltl when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
And Clark is right there. Clark's got 6.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Walker against Jones. Poeltl kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Poeltl. The putback misses the follower. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Melton. And it's sent back by White. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Jones. Anderson finds Morant. The kick out to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Anderson's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Work ethic shining through right there. Kyle Anderson is someone that doesn't give up on plays.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Out to Morant from downtown. Forbes with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
To the middle. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his second bucket tonight.
And guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. That means too big, too strong, too skilled.
Here's Valanciunas. Grant. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Forbes kicks to Aldridge. Ripped away. Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Memphis moving that ball around. Aldridge against Clark. Back to Morant. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Murray against Morant. Here's Wiles, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Spurs, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The feed now to Jackson. On the wing, Winslow. Morant outside. It's a tie game in Memphis.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Here's Morant, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Missed inside.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can. Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyons. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Winslow. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis. Pass to Murray. Gay scanning the floor. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Spurs trail by 4.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them at a decent clip.
And it's Aldridge missing. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Morant kicks to Winslow. Brooks outside. There's the 3. They get the rebound. Valanciunas. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Banked in off the glass. And now a 6-point Memphis lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yes, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Tyus Jones comes in for John Morant. Jones the pass to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Melton, and he uses the glass on the layup. Melton's got his first points of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
White down low, defended by Jones. Kicks it out to Gay. From 8. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Pirtle.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Jones the pass to Melton. 1:53 left in the third. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Walker. Passes it to Melton. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Shot's good by Gay.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Melton passes to Jackson. Kicks it to Jones. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. And no good. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Brooks. Then for the Spurs, Bellinelli comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Lonnie Walker. Memphis leading. Here's Melton. Pass to Jones. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Clark kicks to Anderson. He dishes it to Jones. Anderson. Great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And they double up Gay. Here's Pirtle. That's tipped. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
It's White on the wing. Back to Pirtle from 12 feet out. That shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pirtle with the steal. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Hills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. DeRozan out there with Lyles. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Betteridge for the pass to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan against Winslow. Rebounded by the Spurs. In transition, here comes San Antonio. DeRozan leading the charge.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Morant on the wing. Winslow. Now here's Morant, covered by Mills. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. For the finish, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Man, guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
Here's Gutteridge. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Clearly a foul.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Bryn Forbes comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Now, here's Lyles. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. Turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Murray against Morant. Clark. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. Another steal. Clark outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here's Lyles. Dishes it to DeRozan. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Now here's Winslow. Brooks with it. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. DeRozan with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Murray, good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Good on the shot. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Clark outside. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Winslow. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And the pass to Lyles. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. On defense, Memphis. The lead is 2. Here's Lyles. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Morant against Murray. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
He feeds it to Aldridge. Back to Murray. He kicks to Forbes. Murray outside. 2 on the clock. To take the lead. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morant finds Winslow. Back to Morant. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And DeRozan. Here we go. Back to Aldridge. Over Valanciunas. Oh, missed it. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous. The view from the skies above downtown San Antonio. We're pleased to welcome you to Texas tonight. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. GA.
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Barnes in at the 3. And for San Antonio, Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Now, here's Bogdanovich following the miss by DeRozan. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Barnes. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4-men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide-open man. Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Forbes can't get it to go. It's Fox with the drive. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Now here's Murray. Lots of room. And the Spurs scoring again.
With the lift Murray gets on his jumper, he can get a clean look from mid-range at any time.
Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Shots good by Lyles.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Double by Bogdanovich. Murray the pass to Aldridge. Lays it up off the glass.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Bjelica misses. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Pass to Bjelica. And the dunk by Bjelica.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Out left to the wing. Lyles kicks to Murray. Fox with the steal. Bogdanovich finds Bagley. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Bagley. Fox has got 5.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and converting.
Forbes the pass to Murray. No good on the shot. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Barnes against Lyles. Back to Fox. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You pick up Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Steps back and drains the jump shot. He has 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Fox kicks to Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Murray. He has 6. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. A jump hook and too long on the shot.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Murray. He can't get that one to fall. And the Kings going the other way now. Passes to Bielitsa. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Here's Forbes. And that time, also a missed shot. With 2 seconds left. Tie game in San Antonio. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the court for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Giles in at the center position. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. Kings moving the ball around. Offensive rebound, Parker. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Parker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings. There's the double team with Joseph. Mills dishes to Pirtle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Pirtle with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Patty Mills. And a change for the Kings. Holmes checked in. Parker passes to Holmes. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Bellinelli's got the ball. And yes, it's good.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Parker inside. He's covered by Gay. San Antonio leading by 7. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Joseph, and he banks in the layup.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by San Antonio.
Bazemore against White. The pass to Pirtle. Gay inside. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist from Gay. Pirtle's got 4 this quarter.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Pass to Holmes. Back to Hield. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Walker taking his time here. He feeds it to Pirtle. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Pirtle's got the lead back up to 9 now for San Antonio. Hield finds Bazemore. Hield can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Excellent mechanics on Derek's shot. He looks good, letting it fly at any range.
Holmes against Pirtle. Holmes passes to Hield. It's good from long range. Hield's got 5.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Walker dishes to Pirtle. 1:10 left now here in the second. On the wing, Bellinelli. Back to Pirtle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Pirtle using his frame well, drawing the defense into him on his shot.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Gay. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. And Murray's subbed in for White. 52 seconds left in the first half. The shot's good from Forbes.
Shooting over 43% from distance during his college career. This is Forbes' specialty.
Pirtle, the pass to Aldridge. Sacramento grabs the miss. Now Barnes. Rebound San Antonio. DeRozan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Forbes dishes to Murray. Over Barnes. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead to the paint. Here's Giles, and DeRozan sends it back.
With that leaping ability of DeRozan, he can go get it.
And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. That's all for now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
We've got Lyles, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. DeRozan out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in a shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. The Kings shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And stolen by Murray. It's DeRozan with the drive. And finished off by DeRozan.
You have to love the way DeRozan went at the rim. He knows he's at his best when he's the aggressor.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern, only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeRozan. Walker comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. Aldridge down low. Working on Bagley.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Lyles passes to Aldridge. It's good. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Holmes kicks to Hield, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs making a switch here. Owen Ellie's checked in. Then for the Kings, Parker's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And the rejection by Holmes. Hield dishes to Parker. Hield the pass to Parker. Back to Hield. It's up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Hield's got 8 points.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Here's Mills. Good work there as it goes. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And it's Holmes with the extra effort. Holmes got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Then for the Kings, Harry Giles is checked in for Parker. Bielitsa comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. .131 left to play in the third. Mills can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Hits the jump hook. 6 points for him.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's White. Shoots over Holmes. Second shot opportunity. Nice shot by Poeltl.
Got to be on the lookout for Poeltl crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Good on the three-point shot. Hield's got 11 points.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Poeltl, the pass to Walker. And the layup falls.
What vision from Poeltl, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Fox dishes to Hield. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Gay.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's White. It's tipped. Bielitsa passes to Fox. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Giles is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Bagley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
He's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Lyles checked in for the Spurs. Forbes the pass to Lyles. That shot off the mark. And it's the Kings taking it the other way to the right side. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Aldridge against Bagley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line. LaMarcus is over 80% for his career.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Down low, got a piece of it. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Fox against Murray. To the wing right side. Fox with the steal. Bagley dishes to Bogdanovich. Fox passes to Bagley. Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
With a full head of steam in the open floor, there aren't many ways to stop DeRozan from scoring.
Sacramento moving it around. Barnes, the shot, no good. Nice D from Aldridge. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Murray kicks to Lyles. Back to Murray. Pass to Lyles. It's stolen by Bagley. Fox passes to Barnes. Got a piece of it. And so Sacramento again turning it over. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. Spurs leading by 15. Murray right side. Here's Lyles. Rebound by the Kings. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hield from outside. Rebound by Murray. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. He's feeling it. Lyles. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Bielitsa kicks to Fox. Hield outside. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
A putback, And it's Aldridge on the follow.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And really the potential Bagley has is so exciting. Just an absolute menace on both ends. And you can tell he wants to be great.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. Corey Brewer's checked in for Hield. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. The shot's good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for San Antonio.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeMar DeRozan.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who act like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Walker the pass to Zeller. Not going to go that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Here's Bazemore. Bellinelli pulls it in. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Bellinelli against Bazemore. Clock at 6. It's Bellinelli atop the key. Over to the wing. And here's Mills for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Brewer dishes to Joseph. Shot from the wing. Unable to get that one.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair off at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bialitz, and it's Bagley in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward.
Takes contact, and a good job of Bagley fighting through at that time.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Bagley with the bucket.
Well, Bagley bringing it right now and taking his frame, presenting it for contact.
Out to Morant. Beyond the arc. The shot will not fall. So the Kings will take it the other way. It's stolen by Valanciunas. That one good for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Bielitsa with the bucket.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Winslow finds Valanciunas. Morant with it. On the wing, Winslow. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jackson. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Fires the 3. They get it back. Jackson passes to Morant. Second chance shot. Here's Valanciunas. And the layup's good off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Here's Morant. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket.
Don't want to go inside with the height and reach of Marvin Bagley around.
Here's Fox. Bielitsa passes to Barnes. Poke loose. Passes it to Bielitsa. Outside, Fox. Plays it up and banks it in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the inside. It's stolen by Bagley. And another fast break for Sacramento. Bielitsa with the bucket.
Bielitsa knows he's got to play fast, and he finds an opportunity in transition.
Winslow kicks to Morant. Fox with the steal. Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
On the wing, Winslow. Back to Morant. Shot to stop the run. Fox against Winslow. Here's Valanciunas. Bagley with the block. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Bogdanovich. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there it is for him.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball is right there.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Bagley. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Brooks. Got a piece of it.
Now, you don't see a lot of shot blocks from Bogdanovich, but he is big enough to get it done.
Bagley in the post. Guarded by Valanciunas. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. No good on the three. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And it's denied.
Well, on defense, Barnes has reach and quickness and stayed all over that shot.
And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis, Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Now, here's Clark. Now here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Healed the pass to Holmes.
Clearly a foul.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Holmes. Both free throws good from Holmes.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? When he's hitting the free throws right now, form looks good.
Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Clark. All alone. And it's Memphis with another.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The pass to Bazemore. Holmes trying to free himself up.
Awesome throwdown by Bazemore there. He really does get up and jam that one home.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Pass to Gutteridge. Pulls up. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
But he's showing more than just the fact that he's a shooter, working his way strength on the inside there.
Stolen by Joseph. Healed left side. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Memphis called for the foul.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
The Kings making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Now Clark. The Grizzlies with another miss.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Now here's Barnes. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
He preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. Then for the Kings, Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hield. Now here's Winslow. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Morant with it, now guarded by Fox. And that one's good, Morant.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Pass to Bielitsa. Kings moving the ball around. Basket counts. Bagley's got the lead up to 14 now for Sacramento.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Here's Morant. He kicks to Winslow. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Over to the left wing. Morant bats for 2. Here's Valanciunas. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Barnes outside. Back to Bielitsa. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Giles checked in for Harrison Barnes. Here's Morant. Oh, that was huge.
Incredible. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Morant outside. And it's Fox with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And so it's Sacramento. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They are leading by 12. And
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Here's Valanciunas. Sacramento making their last shot. Morant against Fox. And stolen by Bielitsa. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. Morant with some nice D. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Morant with a wide open look. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bielitsa's got 4 points this quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Morant looking around. And that one, good. Morant's got 11 points.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Puts it up from 7. The second chance effort. Here's Valanciunas. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Bagley. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. He dishes it to Morant. The 3. And it's Fox with the rebound. Kings leading now by 5. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. He's got 6. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now here's Morant for 3. Here's Winslow. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Winslow gets aggressive and puts the defense on their heels, leaving them no chance but the foul.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Kings leading now by 3. Healed the pass to Holmes. And Clark over to help. Stolen by Winslow. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Holmes. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Kings lead by 3.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Lobbed up there for Clark.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And Clark slams it in.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And so Sacramento again turning it over.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Melton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jones for 3. Bazemore grabs the miss. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's good. Joseph's got 6 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And the pass to Jones. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Jones. And it's Hield off the drive. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Melton in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jones, the pass to Gutteridge. Pass to Clark. From past the arc. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. The Kings trailing. Here's Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Clark got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Jones in the post. Joseph on him. Jones kicks to Clark. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Fox comes in for Corey Joseph. Clark, the pass to Jones. Back to Clark. The fader. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Fox gets it to go.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Out to the wing. And stolen by Barnes. And it's Fox with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Now, here's Clark. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Goes back up. Tries yet again. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Jones. Here's Melton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Winslow comes in for Anderson. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Then for the Kings, Bagley, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Bielitsa in for Parker. Now here's Barnes. Passes it to Bielitsa. Stolen by Jackson. To the wing on the left. Here's Morant.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in.
And he makes the first. Brooks checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Both free throws good from Morant.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Barnes outside. Here's Fox. Plays it up and banks it in.
De'Aaron Fox stepping up big time.
Memphis trailing here. Morant passes to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. From the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss. Hield attacking. Now the pass to Barnes. Valanciunas against Bagley. Pass to Bielitsa. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Bielitsa, be good.
Here's Morant. Brooks outside. Kicks to Winslow. Pass to Morant. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the fourth.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
And they pick up 2. Bielitsa's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about Bielitsa stepping up in a big moment here?
Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Brooks up on top. Defended by Bagley. Brooks against Bagley. Memphis moving that ball around. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Good!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Bielitsa finds Hield. Back to Bielitsa. Shooting fun. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Yeah, Bogdanovich gutsy with that one.
Jackson down low. Morant drives in. Count it!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. That was a fun night of basketball. One of the best, the lively. And now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Now here is Aldridge. And here's Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. In the corner, Winslow with it. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Forbes the pass to Lyles. Back to Forbes. Five to shoot. Murray outside. And no good that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Jackson finds Brooks. And here's Winslow. Morant looking around. Unloads from 13. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Morant with it. The feed to Valanciunas. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
DeRozan, that's good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Lyles against Jackson. Back to Brooks. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Brooks dishes to Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Out left to the wing. Murray against Morant. And Winslow comes to help. Outside DeRozan. Aldridge trying to break free. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Murray.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now here's Morant for 3. Here's Valanciunas. Brooks the pass to Morant. And there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. And the Spurs with some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Jones, no luck. San Antonio leading by 3. And DeRozan kicks to White. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Second shot opportunity. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And it's sent back by White.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Now here's Jones. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Here's Valanciunas following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Anderson finds Valanciunas. And he makes good on the layup.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Mills dishes to Pirtle. They get a hand on it. Outside, White. The three from Mills. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Here's Anderson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Gay. And he overshot that one, missing. And a closely contested, grit and grind first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Pirtle. Bellinelli is out there with Mills. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
Mills plays with such great energy, and his activity on the defensive end allows him to muck things up, and you can take that ball away if you're not careful.
Here's Melton. Clark outside. Morant outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Bellinelli pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Gay right side. Bounce pass Mills. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Pirtle. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. The Grizzlies also making a change. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Anderson.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morant left side. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. San Antonio leading. Outside for Murray. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Morant. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got the lead up to 1 now for Memphis.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Murray, good.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Now here's Morant. Here's Melton. Jackson trying to break free. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies. DeRozan passes to Murray. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Winslow pulls it down. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific hits. You're right. Now here's Brooks. No points in the game yet for him. Kept alive. There's Winslow. Out to Brooks. Now here's Morant for 3. But they'll get another chance. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant drives in.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's Gay. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Brooks. The 3. Tries again. And Valanciunas with the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Aldridge. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Brooks kicks to Morant. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Valanciunas. Right wing. Brooks outside. Anderson finds Morant. And stolen by White. In transition. Here come the Spurs. Gay passes to White. That shot off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening. And that's a wrap.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Memphis leading by 5, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Brooks kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. San Antonio with the rebound. And they're running. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, when DeRozan's attacking the way he likes to, puts the defense in a trick bag. I mean, nice job that time forcing the issue, which he does often.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7 and stolen by Murray. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And the dunk by DeRozan.
What an opportunistic defender Murray is. His ball hawking nature serving him well there.
Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Valanciunas passes to Jackson. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle and finished off by DeRozan.
You know, one of the biggest fears when you face a team like this with DeRozan is his ability to run the floor. And when he does that, he can hurt you on the break.
Now here's Morant. Valanciunas inside. Aldridge on him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. A different look now for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Lonnie Walker comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Memphis also making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. D'Anthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Here's Jones. The pass to Melton. And Poeltl pulls it down.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Gutteridge is checked in to the wing right side. Here's Melton, guarded by Walker. Melton's shot is good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Gay dishes to Poeltl. Back to Gay. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. It's a 1-point game. Mills with it, working on Jones. Mills can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Gutteridge. That misses off the backboard. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Walker. It doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Outside, Jones. Shoots from 8. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Jones. Anderson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Walker surveying the floor. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. White comes in for Lonnie Walker. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. The Grizzlies also making a change. Brooks checked in. Anderson up top, defended by Poeltl. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. 4 on the clock. The tray over Murray. No good from Clark. San Antonio trailing here. White with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Clark. Gay with the block.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Brooks outside. Morant against Murray. And that one's good. Morant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
The Grizzlies have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Morant with the steal. Launches a three. Offline. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the... And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Trey Lyles out there with White. Then there's Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Forbes in at the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Lyles with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Murray, good.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Valanciunas. And stolen by Murray. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's White, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
No good. That would have tied it. Memphis leading. Winslow kicks to Morant. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by Murray.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Passes it to Lyles. Over Morant. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Grizzlies shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Knocked loose and stolen by Aldridge. And here's the fast break to tie it up. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Nice to see him playing at a high rate of speed there, getting up and down the floor quickly. Early offense for Forbes.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Murray, following the basket by John Morant. Steps back and fires. And it's off the back rim, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound, Valanciunas, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here is Forbes. Back to White. Just 5 on the clock. Aldridge kicks to Lyles. That shot off. Morant with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. Aldridge against Winslow. And stolen by Aldridge. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, LaMarcus finds it.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here's Murray. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Turning up the temperature on his intensity that time. DeRozan getting it done in the big-time moments.
And finished off by Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
DeRozan against Winslow. And it's DeRozan missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Clark kicks to Morant. That's tipped. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's DeRozan. Some solid defense from Clark. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. The lead is 2. DeRozan brings the double team. DeRozan against Winslow. 5 on the clock. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
It's DeRozan with... Oh, what a finish!
My goodness. This is what scratches the itch for DeRozan. Moments like this, he lives for. Takes great pride in being the guy to knock down the critical shots. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Here's Morant. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Back to Winslow. Morant outside. Good!
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion. And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the heart. What a look for some of the Kings players as they entered their building tonight.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got DeJounte Murray. Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. And finished off by DeRozan.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Murray the pass to Forbes. Bagley with the block.
Almost 7 feet. Bagley has got the tools to be a great shot blocker.
Nice D from DeRozan.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Aldridge, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles, a rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Ball's knocked loose. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Tips it, and Murray with the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Murray. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
Here's Murray. Goes back up. DeRozan's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
So it's San Antonio now after the Kings pick up 2. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. Hields checked in for Bogdanovich. Whitey's checked in for San Antonio. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Barnes. Following the score by DeJounte Murray. Here's Giles. Doesn't go for him. And the Spurs going the other way now. White goes in. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he recovers it. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Sacramento making some changes. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for the Spurs, Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Parker with the 3. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And it's in there.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Inside, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here is Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Here's Parker with the three. Rebound, San Antonio.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Feeds it to Pirtle. The rebound by Giles. Bellinelli against Bazemore. Stolen by Gay. And here's Mills over Joseph. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Spurs lead by 10. And we'll be back.
How many family do I got for the love of the culture?
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Here's Bazemore, and the dunk by Bazemore.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Mills looking it over. Kicks it to Walker. Here's Pirtle. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Offensive rebound. Holmes. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Bellinelli passes again. Walker. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got the lead up to 14 now for San Antonio.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Outside, Walker. Here's Gay. Here's Pirtle. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Shot by Bjelica and nobody around. Holmes, good. Holmes got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Walker. To Pirtle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 16 points for Jakob Pirtle.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the wing, Hield. Here's the 3. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And the shot goes in.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Shot by Hield. Nobody around. That one wide left.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
You ask Buddy Hield, he says he's not just a shooter, he's a maker. And boy, he's right. One of the great marksmen, not just in the league today, but in league history.
I mean, look at the volume of threes he's attempted and his percentage. He's in elite company.
Snatched up. Pirtle dishes to Bellinelli. They shoot again, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings. The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Perk. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Walker. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. Murray outside. Out to the right wing. To the middle. It's tipped. Fox with the steal. Parker kicks to Bogdanovich. Sacramento moving it around. Sacramento again missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's DeRozan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got 6 points.
And guys, I just love watching DeRozan work in the open court. So good at leaking out and converting. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. But they recover it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Come on, you talk about resiliency. I mean, Fox felt the contact but refused to back down.
Harry Giles is checked in for Sacramento. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
For San Antonio, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the second free throw, good. The Kings trail by 15. Fox passes to Giles.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer, and with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
Pass to Lyles. To the paint. Passes to Aldridge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And he sinks the second. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. Over Bogdanovich. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jakob Poeltl. He had 16 points, 7 rebounds. That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Jakob Poeltl in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Bagley Bagley with the block. And the Kings pushing it up now. Pass to Bialica. And here's Bogdanovich for three. That shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Rosen dishes to Forbes. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
Well, he's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious. I'm just joking, more ambidextrous. They can use either hand at a high level.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
DeRozan passes to Lyles. Out to DeRozan. Banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 8 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Back to Bogdanovich. Fox passes to Bialica. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here is Forbes. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Murray against Fox. Aldridge kicks to Lyles. Outside for Murray. They get the rebound, and it's Aldridge on the follow. And the Spurs lead by 16.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
There's the pass to Barnes. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Woo. And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Fox finds Bogdanovich. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Bagley. Back to Barnes. No good with the triple. Spurs leading by 18. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Lyles. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Lyles kicks to Murray. Out to the right wing, to the middle. Shots good by Lyles.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Yep, that one goes.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by San Antonio.
Outside DeRozan. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Down low, Lyles. Here's Aldridge. Bagley with the block. Bogdanovich against Aldridge. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his second basket.
You got to like the game of Bogdanovich. Really skilled at finding space inside and using it.
Murray, no good. Launches it. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding a big 18-point lead. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's an 18-point game. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Richaun Holmes out there with Giles. And it's Parker in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Outside, White. Outside, DeRozan. A beautiful reverse layup.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Parker passes to Fox. Holmes down low, defended by Pirtle. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Clock at 4. And he lays it straight in.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Gay is doubled. Inside, got a piece of it. Fox with the steal. Parker passes to Giles. Here's Holmes. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
White with it. Holmes covering. Pirtle. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Pass to Holmes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Here's Giles. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Outside DeRozan to the inside. Pirtle, the pass to DeRozan. Over Barnes. Rebounded by Holmes. The Kings trail by 16. Hield kicks to Giles. Back to Hield. And there's the pass to Giles. Here's Fox. Off target from 3-point range. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Always blessed with a great shot selection. DeRozan really good at taking what he sees out there on the floor.
To the paint. Holmes passes to Barnes. Hield with it. Back to Barnes. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Giles missing.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's White. Misses off the right iron. The Kings have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. A 3 from Barnes, but they'll get another chance. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bagley comes in for Richaun Holmes, and Bielitsa in for Harry Giles. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pirtle. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Walker. Murray for 3. Drops in the tray.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jakob Pirtle.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
DeRozan finds Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
It's stolen by DeRozan. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shots good by Lyles.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here is Forbes, covered by Hield. Forbes, the pass to Lyles. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. And so it's San Antonio. He easily taken this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony.